So the rules should be on screen. Pause if you need to. Not really much for me to remember, but mainly one rule is there to stopgap any exploits, but not being able to use spells in general could be a bad thing. But for now, we're gonna deal with the cards we're given and World of Horror backstory ourselves into a Zectast run with character-specific perks. Oh my goodness. As we get into Zectast, World of Horror character-exclusive Kana. As much as character-exclusive means, because that technically means nothing, but that can be a thing as well. So Takushi-san, Strength, Second Encounter, Charisma, Knowledge, and maybe Dexterity? Maybe every single stat check, but definitely a Second Encounter check, and definitely Takushi-san first, assuming we get to the Lighthouse. I may have wanted to gamble on the Legal Den, just in case I got scissors or something, but we'll stick with what we've got. Yeah, generic perks, I mean, that's not really character-specific, but it does lead to things that can and cannot be done. As we have Mermaids, Sailors, Botanist, Vigil, and Painting. Might want to actually do Vigil first here. I know we don't have the police station, and we're banking on the mansion not being at max threat level, but let's find out. It seems to be at max threat level, so now I kind of regret it, but this is gonna be a kind of an average run. We have this bath to kind of offset things, but overall I could have lowered the amount of doom I'm taking here. Bow clap, bow clap. And making sure we don't die more than 4 times per run as Kana, otherwise the run is considered failed. I'm not going to end the video. I'll do 2 runs for the sake of doing so. And we don't have a weapon here, but so be it. I'm pretty sure, well, if I hit all of these, I definitely can. I just need to hit 2, though. That way I can do desperate kicks. Not that it matters too much. I was going to pretty much get out in 2 turns. I don't think I could have, well, I could have braced into a kick. That's what I should have done. So, not being actually efficient here, but hey. If nothing else, if I somehow pass this challenge as I lose the meat cleaver to the Aether, that would be nice. In another way, not dying more than 5 times means that you've done the run moderately well, but there are moments where if you die a lot of times, you can still pass the run. Basically, dying tactically as Kana and not dying to stamina and reason at all is going to make a difference. Now, will it usually result in your death? Most likely, but again, it depends on your situation. Because if your doom rises so high, but you have, say, Scissors, Flood, and Akamanto, then, you know, sometimes that you can still survive a run like that. Here, we have, like, Vigil, Botanist, Mermaids, not a lot of doom decreasing mysteries, so we'll deal with it. Again, deal with the cards we're given. Still, though, as long as we keep Bath, we might actually be okay. Having so low stamina and reason relative to most other characters, I'm not just talking about max reason, I'm literally talking about resource-wise being low with Kana isn't the worst thing in the world. Now, if you're about to die, that's a different story, but most of the times, I know you can survive with 4 to 5 stamina and reason relatively comfortably. So, Seaside Mansion, by the way. We do have some seaside investigations as well. Forgot if we had Household Hell, so I'm actually not going to set anything for the moment before we move on. I could grab a Prepare, but for now, let's just play with things for now. I'm not sure. Again, I'd have to run the numbers. I didn't run the numbers for some reason, but thinking of out of funds, is it better to take 5 Doom? Well, I mean, I guess it depends, right? It really does depend, because Kana is going to be able to desperate struggle more often, and obviously since Kana doesn't die through stamina and reason, then you can safely do... Oh, that's right, we're on Zectast as well. You can safely desperate struggle and then proceed to maybe do a 1-turn. It leads to different strategies. That is the bare minimum. But what kind of strategies you actually want to employ is up to the player. So, this would be nice. Don't think I'm going to hit it. So, what I'm actually well... So, what we're going to do is what I said, what I should have done in the One of the very first encounters. Actually, is this my second encounter? I'm gonna hope it is. I'm just gonna guess that it is. For some reason, I decided not to remember, but I should do 13 damage with this. And we will need at least 3 strength to continue doing Desperate Prep Strong. Never mind, we did 14 damage. I'm going crazy. But yeah, Kana and dying and being able to Desperate Struggle and just eating damage to the face. Basically taking less risks in the way of, oh, am I going to die if I get hit and I don't hit all my Desperate attacks? Means that you have some leeway to work with. That being said, still, Doom increasing by 5 is not great, but you gotta take what you get. So let's see what we do here. We died to Perception and Knowledge, and I have none of those. So what we're gonna do is take Quick Thinking, and then Perception for now. We'll trade off these funds, and if we die, we want to get hit by an all enemy. That I will count. So if nothing else, this challenge is here to teach you, unless it gets fixed as a quote-unquote bug. I mean, I think it's a cool thing, just like how random timelines are not working as intended, but result in a more fun gameplay experience, in my opinion. But for Kana, for those who don't know, let me repeat it. Basically, if you die to all damage, you only die once. Whereas the difference is for that is that if you die to stamina, say I die to stamina now, that's 5. Doom increases by 5, but then I die to stamina right after, Doom increases by another 5. Whereas taking all damage means that Doom only increases by 5 once. Now, is that a bug and/or exploit? I wouldn't really argue too much because, I mean, that might not be how it was intended. But if it is, then cool. Otherwise, here we are sitting here on a 25 HP encounter. Like, here we can die. If we're gonna lose 5 Doom anyway, because it costs 5 Doom to run away, then I might as well just tank this damage in the face. Right? I don't think I have any other options. So, yeah, we just tank this 2 reason damage. We can go for this. So, again, in a situation like this, I can gamble a bit more because I won't die as a result of this, but it would be nice to hit both of these regardless so that I can only die, as I said, once. So Doom increases by 5 once, and we can't die. We can die another 3 times before things happen. Basically, this is kind of a normal Kana run. I wouldn't really assume that someone dies more than 4 times as Kana. That's kind of what this challenge is balanced for, somewhat. But the fact that you can't use spells and you have to do 2 runs means that this is not a series, but it is something that you need to watch out for. So I would have rather died to the Leech Girl here, but because we're here now, I should be able to just Desperate Prep Strong and get out. How much damage am I doing? 6? No, 7. What? I'm going crazy. Well, human enemy. But then I only do 13, so for some reason I'm going crazy. Unless I got bonus damage that one encounter. But while we have Quick Thinking, let's not die to stamina. We'll grab, well, do I want to? Because I said hardware store. You know what? Funny enough, let's go for it. I'm gonna go for it. If we get funds, we're going to try and grab fuel. If that doesn't happen, well, it doesn't happen. So, one more investigation before we leave Amy behind. We're probably gonna... Yeah, we did run into another encounter. Unfortunately, it's one that I can't really take. Even with this, so... I could choose to die here. What I would actually like to do is hit both of these attacks. Don't know if I'm gonna get that, though. 85, 75. We'll die once again here. Again, if I'm going to run away, I might as well do this. Although, challenge-wise, I am dying a lot, so I need to not do that. We're locked out of Mansion Investigation, so from now on, we should be running into events. Hopefully I get to decrease Doom. That would be nice. But instead, we lose 2 stamina and move on. So, Blood Moon. I definitely now want the chainsaw. So we're going to do this. And I think I should survive. I'm going to build Perception now because we might be able to run the chainsaw. but we'll see, right? So into Mermaids I go. It would help out because of the damage increase, so we're gonna Witch Tree twice, because when Kana gets their HP and or max reason or max stamina decreased, it doesn't actually take effect. That is something Kana can do a lot better than every character. So, yeah, as I said, we're gonna use this fuel and equip the chainsaw. So we get to prep attack, definitely. Probably prep strong, but if we want to, we can go for 4 attacks and feel a lot better about ourselves. And I will more than happily... No, we'll sell the meat cleaver instead. And then we move on. So if for some reason I forget how many times I've died, just let me know in the comments after the fact. If nothing else, if I don't like... Well, we can still do the run, basically. I can pass the run but fail the challenge, so we'll do that. Just so I can get as much play time as possible. So that we can work through theoreticals or possible other Kana strats we can do. Although this, with the chainsaw in our hand, this is a very not normal run, in my opinion. Unless you choose to normally go for the chainsaw yourself, but hey. So as I said, we could do this, 60% for this. I might as well go for a brace. I'm pretty sure I can fit a chainsaw. Not a very accurate chainsaw, but at least I can fit something. We can probably do this twice and then be on our merry way. Unless we can do this. We can kind of. 80% chance to get out, I think. Otherwise we end up dying for my mistake. Okay, good. And we could fight the janitor. I didn't grab the handcuffs, did I? Well, okay. I would like to grab experience, but unfortunately, that's not what's gonna happen. And if I can notice his face, it would be nice, but otherwise, this. Because otherwise, we're gonna be taking way too much damage, and we don't want to die. So, 66% doom on our last mystery, feeling pretty good, but let's not... If I die, obviously that's a failed challenge as well. I'm supposed to survive, so... Hey. There's something I wanted to do. I forgot what I actually wanted to do. Aside from getting rid of burns, maybe. For now, we will get rid of those burns. But we also want to do another thing. There's something I really wanted to do. Why am I forgetting? Well, too late now. We'll throw away the Fatal Flora and the black hair if need be. Oh, grab handcuffs and do things in the police station. Which I guess I'm going to set to Seaside. I think they're actually even. Let me try to count. So excuse me while I focus for a moment and speak out loud. So 1 mansion investigation. 2 mansion investigations. Don't run into an encounter. That might mess me up. For now, we'll throw away the Fatal Flora, check out the mask, Stalker's Mask, we might as well equip that. 1 Seaside Investigation. So 3 Seaside Investigations? Tell me there are 3 Seaside Investigations. Also, we've only died twice so far, I believe, so we should still be relatively okay. Yeah, 3 Seaside Investigations, and let's actually throw the black hair away soon. Just in case we're in for some pain. We're not, but just making sure. And we'll hold this level up for the moment to make sure we don't die, and I should be okay. Maybe? I should still be okay. Yeah, there's no way I die here, right? And I'm holding on to a level up in case I need the stamina, so strength. Yeah, every single stat check, definitely, so we need to hold on to this level. Immediately Takushi-san, but that should be fine. So we're actually gonna drink this bottle of water now. We need to also grab the handcuffs. That would help, so I don't take any damage from Takushi-san. And then I mean, I could do this. We could go for it. Because the chance of missing 60% is not that high. So, therefore, it's not like low, but it was definitely present. And I think even with the painkillers, we're okay. So, Dream Eater, which it was, although we survived no matter what. So, hey, that's a 1 run down, 1 more to go. which I will let you know right now. It's going to be an Azal run if you didn't read the rules. Azal random backstory character specific Kana perks, and that's going to be the run that we decide to do. So, as I talk through this, just to make sure we're not making a cut anywhere, I should be able to... Oop, I went into a Zactast run, so we're just actually going to reset that because I've been making mistakes. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? If nothing else, at least from this video, I've learned, or pounded into my mind much more clearly, that as we get into Azal World of Horror character exclusive Kana once more, that Sailors has 3 seaside investigations. So strength, second, knowledge, maybe Takshisan. Oh, Takshisan last definitely, but maybe dexterity. But really, it might actually be 9 stamina damage if I do not do a thing. I'm actually gonna roll a legal den and hope and pray. In the end, like, you are basing it on RNG. The safer pick is the hardware store, in my opinion at least, but let's see. So, Botanist, Hell, Vigil, Ramen, Teacher. Yeah, I made a mistake. What do I want to do then? We don't have any Doom decreasing. In fact, we have a lot. Let's just go back into Vigil. 2% for each item in our inventory, so just store everything before we end the mystery. And we should be okay. Now, event RNG is something completely else, but I didn't cast a spell, did I? I did forget about that rule while I was here, but we're not going to do this, so away we go. And let's do the Vigil, because I still want to keep my Doom relatively low. So bow, clap, clap, inspect foot, and explore, so we can grab the meat cleaver. We're on encounter lockout, but we're in Vigil, and thankfully it's not max threat level, question mark? I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, we're about to find out. No, we're not, apparently. It could be odd high, but I didn't see any penalties, or maybe I didn't fail. Well, actually I did fail an event, so the threat level of the mansion should be low at maximum. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just keeping in mind for me to remember, though, spells can be forgotten, they just can't be cast. So hey, you know what? Let's actually open this up because we get a thing. Never mind, we get a spell which we have to forget. And if I cast that spell on Grow Teeth specifically, if I cast it on accident, I'll just keep going, because the real use of that spell is to use the bite action. However, I mean, theoretically, I would be within desperate action range, but this is fine for the moment. So before we end this, let's drink everything and store the Vigil pamphlet. So we should be okay, and we shouldn't get penalized by Azal as we move on. Roads closed, so thankfully we did Vigil, but I think we still have like Botanist and a whole bunch of other painful stuff. I forgot to grab the bottle of water, or the empty bottle. We'll move on. Botanist, yeah. Botanist, Hell, Rob, yeah, this is gonna be a very painful... very painful roads closed, but we're here now. So, as I said, we need to keep our Doom spending to a minimum. We will be able to visit the monument, but not too many times, because again, with this challenge, we don't want to die too many times. So, 19% Doom here, we should be relatively okay. I want to level up though, because I do want to do a thing. What do we have again? High threat level, max threat level school, high threat level downtown, max threat level village. I have teacher and ramen. So if we take ramen last, I'll switch things to downtown, but for now we'll set things to the school, because we'll be visiting the school a few times. Definitely more than the village, I think. And then we hope. That being said, just to be completely safe as I fail another event, I should just store both of these immediately. The empty bottle we won't need, unless I want to throw it at something, but just to be safe, because I've forgotten about Azal before, and we actually want to pray here. Yeah, we don't want to use as much Doom. We don't want to use Doom if possible. Now I want to lose reason, however, so let's hope. That's not going to be great. But I think if we hit both of these, which is hoping for a lot, will be okay. But it's not going to be okay because... pain. So, why are we doing a 3 damage kick? I'm going completely insane. Regardless, I don't know if this is 14. I'm gonna hope it is. I'll die to stamina. That's fine. But since it is, we'll actually heal stamina here. I might have wanted to enable the schoolyard, funny enough, but it's too late. I'll take art knowledge for school investigations, funny enough. I think school investigation. I could have taken stamina instead of strength as well, but hey, let's get a grip. That's a reason. And we hope we don't die to stamina. But if we do, so be it. We'll take reason damage here. But optimally, I want to take, as we heal reason with Yasugi-san, all damage. But that didn't happen. So, away from Botanist we go. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. We're definitely taking Teacher next. The question is if anything else happens. So we don't have any items in our inventory, no spells. So we should be fine for Azal. The worst that we want for Azal is 6% Doom. If you go above 6%, because I'm equating this to Knight Errant penalties, which is 6% Doom, then we should be fine, because I know in my heart of hearts that I can manage 6% Doom per mystery. It's actually still hard. You don't want to take 6% Doom every mystery, but the point is that I can manage it a lot more than if I take 7 or more Doom per mystery. So anyway, moving on. That being said, right now our Doom is okay, but soon it might not be. So we're making sure that we're doing okay. Do we actually have more village investigations in Teacher than I thought? Please tell me that's not the case, because we need to save stamina right now to prepare for the boss fight. I could also arrest this boss fight, so I guess I'll hold on to the handcuffs for a moment. And if I can censor the video during which, I really shouldn't, because if I leave the bunny on screen, it's not like I can remove it, but anywho. Yeah, I think I'm going to handcuff this boss. Even if we have Takushi-san, I would rather handcuff this boss. We'll store this for the moment and then move on. So we could run to the sludge event, but I should be able to immediately handcuff. So that's 2 school investigations for Teacher, by the way. Why did I jinx myself, man? Well, I don't want to do this, but yeah, let's just take the detour. I'm not going to risk it this time. So, let's fight this student, and I should be able to immediately do this. I'm not going to take any risks, so we'll do that, put on the sensor, and hopefully I remember to remove it in a timely manner, but we can brace into a Teacher attack, and thank goodness we can save this action to our hotbar, or our action sequence, sorry, as we lose 3 Doom and move on with life. No curses, so we should be perfectly fine. And then we do this. So what do we have on our plate next? I guess I can take knowledge now. I never got the rumor, so bleh. But we do have every single stat check, so I'm going to continue increasing strength as I take literally anything. We have ramen last, so what am I taking afterward? I could also sell the Dusty Grimoire when needed. But first, let's make sure. So, yeah, household health. So we're going to be stuck in the mansion. 2 for every ally, but we have no ally, so pretty much a normal run, but RNG can quickly flip the coin that is my life. This is stamina damage, so you know what? We're going to go in and see what happens to my face. Well, it looks like we're taking stamina damage anyway. And we'll drink the bottle of water. Because in the mansion, we're likely to run into a reason-damaging enemy. Unless we run into this, then I think I just die here. So this will be my second death. I think I'm miscounting, but I'm just going to gamble. I really shouldn't, though. 85-65. Pretty much 50-50. If I hit both of these, it would be nice, but let's find out. Okay, good. That way we die once. Actually, I can check. So that's so far. Okay, we've only died once so far, right? I think Cat's Curiosity is graphically working correctly. Then we can monument again. Ask for anything else? Okay. Then we just sell the lucky earrings. That's fine. Now I definitely know. I know for sure now we don't need the empty bottle because I ran into both events that would require me to have the bottle. We also get drenched, but hey. And yeah, let's switch the police station to the mansion for the sake of my stamina and reason. Unless we get out quickly, then the game's just trolling me, but hey. Into Puppet Matron. So here we can also choose to die again. Funny enough, our doom is steadily rising though, so we're actually going to do this. So we do 8 damage a turn. Do I want to die here, actually? If I can avoid dying, that would be nice, but the problem is if I die to stamina and reason. So the real Kana thing when you learn to be a Kana main is, do you want to die here on purpose so that your stamina and reason basically are healed again? Or do you take the risk and enter this mansion and die to stamina and then reason, or vice versa, and doom increases by 10? That sounds like the better option, right? No, the former sounds like a better option, right? So I'm actually gonna tactically die here. And then we go into the mansion. So we've died 2 times so far. Although if we die 4 times, we're probably just going to die to Azal anyway. So we need to hope for some good luck, like that event. I think we've yet to run into the book burning event, but now that we have a curse on us, this is possibly not going to turn out well for us. We can equip this ritual mask. But our doom is going to steadily increase, so we may need to do Kana things. Which is to visit the monument a lot. That can save you 1 doom in general, but I mean, if you need to use it, you'd use it, right? Unless it asks for something that you don't that you can't trade, then you just obviously lose the monument. But for now, I shouldn't have leveled up here, but it's too late. I'm already in here, so 8 strength, and we move on into ramen. And then now, well, 1 for every 10 experience, but we shouldn't be leveling. We should only get to 20 experience tops. So funny enough, now I want to fail a lot of events, but let's find out. Because if we go into the police station again to trade doom or trade experience away, we're pretty much using nearly the same amount of doom, so we'll find out, right? We'll find out. So, actually, funny enough, STE is going to save us a little bit there. I don't want to run still, but I may have no choice. So, because I don't want to die here. That being said, we're losing Doom regardless. But I don't want experience right now, so we're going to run. And then we're going to use the monument as many times as possible. As many times as possible. It needs to ask for reason for me to come plus out of this. Or that, I guess, because I can sell the ritual mask and I can sell the empty bottle. But it needs to ask for reason. I want it to ask for reason. Okay, good. Maybe we die from minus all, but if we die to stamina and then reason, or if we die separately here, we're in trouble. So away we go. This is reason, right? Oh, that's not good. Okay, now we need to not die to stamina right now. I probably could visit the tree, but I'm gonna take a risk. So, this is reason, right? Yeah, that's reason for now. Our doom is only gonna increase by 1 so far, but let's find out. This is possibly bad. I also forgot my second encounter, so we're in some trouble. I think I can one-shot this? No, I cannot. I cannot. And we might have Takshi-san as well. This is unfortunate. Can I do this into a reason? I can. So trade reason for stamina here. And do my best to survive. Thank goodness we have 8 strength. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'll keep doing this until we're comfortable. So here we should be okay. Question mark. 85% or 95 of 95. I might as well do this. I need to hit both of these. This is when you want to spread your attack boost, because if you're betting on getting out that turn anyway, you might as well increase your theoretical probability. This is reason, but I don't think it matters. But I don't want experience, so you know what? Away we go. So our Doom is going to increase by 2, and we need to store this branch, actually. Because that could have been bad. And I think we have curses and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's 1 Doom for curse and 2 Doom for 20 experience, so that was where we got everything from. I did throw the empty bottle, so our stamina could be in trouble here. We do pass the strength check. I think we're perfectly fine. Although we do have both second checks, so I could have passed this challenge, but let me see if I remember my second encounter. So, away we go. We might need to cast the Dusty Grimoire, but let's see. So that's strength. Second encounter, which I don't remember. So we did fail the vigil, right? Apparently, yeah. So Hawada Miyoko had to been first. Unless I fought the man-eating plant. No, I must have fought something in Botanist. I don't remember. I did take Botanist second. That I know. Right? Yeah. I think I had roads closed too, so that really shafted me here. Otherwise, it could have been Shiro-san if I just one-shot through, but... Was the man-eating plant in the mansion? It can't have been the infested girl, right? That's not a mansion investigation. I'm losing my mind here. I just don't remember. I must have fought something in hell, right? There's no way I went through all of hell and not fought something. It must have been the man-eating plant. That means Shiro-san could be second encounter. So it's a toss-up between these two. Unless I ran into something... I could have, actually. I could have. Funny enough, this could have been second. Yeah, I did, because I ran away from something immediately before I picked up the meat cleaver, right? Yeah, so that... The guess had to have been second. Anywho. I'm doing an Edgeworth head tap with my forefinger, but I still could die. But Botanist was second, right? There's no way because then I took Teacher third. Vigil first, so yeah. We do have Takushi-san here, but he should die? Question mark? Or be defeated here? I'm gonna cast this and see what happens. That's experience. That is nice, but I don't know if that's gonna help me. So, we don't have the 6th floor, right? This should be the last floor, so actually I can let him hit me once here. Although an extra level would have helped out a little bit, but I think we're okay. So I throw this, and I throw this, and he should die, right? Or I should defeat him. Yeah, I even get bonus damage. So, without further ado, hey! I did this challenge. I have the power. And funny enough, this is more like just a regular Kana run. 2 regular Kana runs, because dying 4 times, well, that could be normal. But if you have any improvements to this challenge to make it harder, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to support me, please. And I'll see you later. Bye!